Welcome to Snyder's Inc., where the fun never ends. Reactions, gaming, and more with Josh as your friend. Tune in, buckle up, it's a ride you don't wanna miss. Snyder's Inc., let's dive in, feel the ultimate bliss.
Video, and this is 11 scary videos you shouldn't watch in the dark from Mr. Sir Spokes. And we will get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment this thing down below. Let's go!
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. The first video we'll be having a look at today comes to us from a TikToker named Olivia Shepard. In the video, we watch Olivia filming the area near her neighbor's porch after seeing something very unusual.
Okay. There's just a figure standing there. What the hell? Some dog ass figure standing there. Probably pissed you're staring at him too. He's getting out the thing. I even got out. What the fuck are you up for?
A mysterious dark figure can be seen looming around the area. Just a couple seconds into the video, Olivia's neighbor himself can be seen exiting his house and peering at the figure, so get a good look at it too. Amazingly, the neighbor stares at the figure for a few seconds before casually strolling back inside. Whereas I think most people would be panicking and racing inside, locking their doors instantly. As soon as he enters his house, the figure can be seen moving slightly at the end of the video. Olivia believes the figure is a ghostly apparition, but some people in the comments think it's a shadow figure. In follow-up,
Okay, I don't know when this was taken. If he said I missed it, I don't think
video,
that's a
Olivia
ghost
walks to
at
the
all.
place where the figure was seen in the daytime, proving it wasn't something as easily explainable as a Halloween decoration. Another video sees Olivia talking to the camera about how the houses in her neighborhood are all old Victorian-style homes, so could it be that one of the people who lived in one of those houses is there to haunt Olivia? If so, why? We may never know. As for what this footage actually shows, the figure still in its vague human shape definitely resemble classic shadow figure sightings, especially ones reported in the porches or entryways. Its
I
height
think the thing that makes me go, it can't be a ghost, is this guy's reaction. This neighbor has no fear or anything of this guy, so whatever this is, he has no fear. He seemed to come to
rules
an
out
answer
a
to it
simple
and just was fine.
decoration,
So,
but it could
it
still be a
can't be a
person in
ghost.
dark clothing or someone cutting through the property. The old Victorian homes had an eerie atmosphere too, since deep shadows and old light and distort shapes on camera. Still, the timing of the movement, right after he goes inside, keeps the mystery wide open. TikTok user Nina Rodriguez posted a video to her account in July 2025 that sees her working late at night in a hospital, and as you're about to see, this shift proves to be terrifying. Nina explains the pole light for this particular room is known to be haunted. It keeps going off even though nobody's there, so she decided to set up her camera, walk away, and see what happens. What she discovered afterward is downright bone-chilling.
No, stop.
As you can see, the hospital bed directly in front of the camera moves ever so slightly throughout the video, almost as if there's someone seen presence shifting around it. A part 2 video was later posted by Nina to address skeptics who thought the first clip was fake. She writes, quote, "For the people saying my video was fake, here's when we decided to further investigate. We hear that beeping, as the call light going off, and all she did was press the cancel button," end quote. Now to be fair, hospital beds can move a tiny bit on their own because of internal pressure systems, weight distribution, or mechanical settling, but the timing here is strange. The bed shifts while the call light keeps going off, and taken together starts to look a lot less like random mechanics, and a lot more like something intelligent interacting with the room. So what do you guys think is going on here? Let's just hope that one of you needs a hospital visit anytime soon. You won't have to deal with an annoying ghost like this.
Imagine ghost is doing that, you're laying down and the ghost decides to sit you up. You're like, bitch, I'm trying to lay down. So back up, just keep freaking sitting you back. You're like, I'm trying to lay down.
In January of 2023, a YouTube channel known as Sapia L posted a video that sees them wandering around their home in the Netherlands late at night, creeping around very slowly. Sapia films as they walk through the house, but it doesn't take long at all for weird things to start happening.
Why does this look familiar? This feels familiar. Okay, we definitely see this looks familiar.
As you can see, the light behind the door flickers on and off, before suddenly stopping. Sapia checks the door and the hallway to see if anything's there, but she doesn't find a thing. However, it's right after this that something genuinely spooky happens.
Oh my god, light starts swinging. The light just started swinging. Light just turned off.
Oh,
If you look carefully enough, you can make out what appears to be some kind of creepy entity lurking in the shadows, which understandably causes Alia to panic. Before the video ends shortly after. Now, flickering lights can sometimes be explained by electrical issues, loose wiring, faulty bulbs, or bad switches. The shadowy figure behind the door is a lot harder to explain away. It has a defined shape and seems to be moving, which makes this feel less like a power problem and more like someone or something standing back there. Of course, there's always the chance this could be a hoax. Someone hiding out of frame or set up meant to look paranormal, but it isn't, and this might be one of the creepier
That's possible too.
pieces of footage to come out of quiet Dutch home. So what do you guys think was going on inside your house? Is it possible a ghost or some kind of creature was roaming around in there? And if so, why? Let me know your theories down below. Over on TikTok, a man named Stephen McCrabtree posted a video back in May of this year where he explains just how freaked out he is after witnessing something truly terrifying. Stephen says he was having a completely normal day, just washing dishes and putting them away, when he suddenly felt something hit him right in the back. He even says he heard it bounce. He then turns the camera around to the floor and points out the green ball sitting there, explaining that this is what hit him in the right shoulder out of nowhere. Take a look at the home surveillance camera footage and see.
Yeah, someone he knew, just someone who lives in the place with him. He doesn't live by himself, clearly. Somebody who lives in the place will just threw a ball at him and was like, fuck you.
Stephen said the ball had a little bit of force behind it too. He also clarifies that his wife has been in bed for the past 2 days because she's sick, and his kids are eating all their tablets or outside. In other words, nobody was around to throw anything. Now could the ball have rolled off counter? Maybe, but the way it launches across the room seems to rule out simple gravity. If it was staged, the timing is impressively natural, but Stephen's reaction doesn't feel like someone faking a scare, which makes this one pretty important. Thankfully, if there is a ghost inside Stephen's house, it doesn't seem violent. Maybe it tossed the ball because it wanted to get his attention, or even play a game of catch. We don't know its intentions stay friendly. Over on the UFO subreddit, a user named Formal Process posted a video he filmed in the middle of the night somewhere in Czechia, one that's sure to make your jaw drop in amazement. In the clip, we watch as he films the night sky ahead of him. At first, it looks like a perfectly ordinary shot, but it doesn't take long at all for things to get very strange.
See that tree? It's very clearly levitating. Is it a clear tree? Or is it aliens?
Many viewers believe the footage shows a UFO attempting to mask itself as a tree,
Yeah, no, I don't know. That's not what that is at all.
but choosing the wrong step coordinate, meaning it is misaligned or floating at the wrong height. It's such a bizarre visual that you almost have to watch it twice to process it. The OP submission statement reads, quote, the UFO appeared stationary above a part of a village, resembling a coniferous tree. Radiation remained normal at background level, 0.15 microsieverts per hour, as measured on basic Geiger counter, which doesn't actually mean much, since gamma intensity decreases with square distance. I don't have an estimate of distance, end quote. Now, whether this is truly a UFO using some sort of camouflage, or collision camera sensor, or even an elaborate hoax, it's hard to say. The motion and shape don't quite match drone behavior, and the tree appears too perfectly formed to be a simple artifact. The fact that it stays suspended in place makes it even more puzzling. Either way, it's easily one of the strangest videos to hit this subreddit in a long time. If this really was a UFO disguising itself, then yeah, it definitely picked the wrong coordinate. And if it wasn't caught on camera, absolutely nobody would have believed it. An ex-user known as William LWL2288 posted a video back in March of 2025 that shows some truly strange activity happening inside a hospital in an unknown location. For the first little while, the security camera footage seems completely normal and doesn't show anything out of the ordinary. But as I'm sure you can expect, that changes fast. If you look at the right-hand side of the screen, you can clearly see a transparent ghost-like shape drifting around near the patient's bed. It floats around for roughly 40 seconds before the video ends, leaving us with far more questions than answers. As for what this eerie shape could be, well, take your pick. It might be a visual compression artifact from the CCTV system, a bug, or piece of dust passing close to the lens, or if you lean somewhat paranormal, possibly some kind of spirit lingering near the patient. The shape's movement is strange enough that all possibilities feel unsettling. Whatever's going on here, it's a chilling reminder that when you're asleep in a hospital room, or even your own bedroom, you never really know what might be drifting quietly above you in the dark. On September 9th, 2025, a TikTok user known as Krobishi posted a video showing some of the strangest activity I've ever seen inside someone's kitchen. The security footage starts off completely normal as we watch the empty room on an ordinary day. Everything's calm until
I've seen this one before. I know this one is.
it suddenly isn't. Take a look.
I've seen this one before.
If you watch closely, you'll notice a dark figure sprinting past outside at an unnaturally fast speed. Just a second or two later, the stove inside the kitchen goes absolutely berserk, shaking and clattering as if something invisible is detected. We then see the homeowner rush into the kitchen in a panic, calling for someone else to come look with her, but the video ends there, leaving us totally in the dark about what she discovered next. Could the figure outside really have triggered the chaos inside? If so, how? A person shouldn't be able to call something like that just
I'm sorry. I'm very tired today. Not getting much sleep, but wanted to get a video out for you guys.
by running past, which raises the unsettling possibility that the figure wasn't a person at all. Whether there was a malfunction, a bizarre coincidence, or some kind of entity with the ability to disturb physical objects, then that for the mystery that
Because that stove fucking flies around. Like the shadow.
is equal parts creepy and confusing.
It's so to me, like, I don't know how you explain a stove having a fucking reaction like that. Like, it spins you off the fucking move.
Sometimes storage room can be filled with treasures, and sometimes, like in this case, it's filled with pure nightmare fuel. TikTok user NYC posted a series of videos in August of this year that show something truly unsettling happening inside her storage facility. In the first clip, we watch as she films a long corridor ahead of her, asking if anyone else can see something down the hall. Look very carefully.
Definitely don't see that. Oh no. I don't know if it's just a fan going in and out, but is that so? I don't. No, I know not to see that, right?
Okay.
If you look at the far end of the hallway, you can see a strange figure peeking around in the corner,
It took me a few seconds to see it. It took me a few seconds, but I did see it.
back and forth as if it's watching her. A second video posted by NYC shows her wandering deeper into the facility, trying to figure out what she saw, and unsurprisingly, things get even creepier.
Hello. Oh shit!
Between the 119 and 203 mark, you can clearly hear someone or something saying hello several times from somewhere else in the building. The voice doesn't sound panicked or playful, just eerie, distant, and wrong. Some commenters suggested it might simply be an older man who also rents a unit there. And yes, that's possible. But even if it is just a person, there's something profoundly unnerving about it.
Yeah, there's something. Saying hello is one thing. Something weird about consistently poking your little head around the corner like that. That's creepy.
Someone hiding in the shadows of a storage warehouse, whispering greetings into the darkness. Whether it's a confused tenant, a mimic-like voice, or something much stranger lurking at the end of that hallway, the atmosphere of these videos is chilling. After watching clips like this, I don't think you'll ever look at storage malls the same way again. The Mac Allen Horror Nights attraction in Texas is designed to scare customers with a creepy haunted house experience. But in September of this year, the staff ended up getting scared they definitely didn't sign up for. In the video posted to their official TikTok page, we see an employee working the closest shift late at night. She's calmly tidying up, just going about her business, and everything seems perfectly normal. But when she walks up to a particularly unsettling mannequin, things take a terrifying turn.
Okay. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Did you see that? If you look closely, the mannequin's head snaps and shifts entirely on its own, moving in a quick, unnatural motion. The moment the employee realizes what just happened, she sprints out of the room screaming. And honestly, I found the exact same thing. Even though she works.
It's hard to say though because this is a haunted, spooky, scary thing, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if also this was just planned by them to get attraction towards the thing.
The haunted house attraction, nothing prepares you for mannequins suddenly coming to life when you're alone building. Now to be fair, some viewers think this could have been a mechanical prop glitching, since haunted houses do use animatronics. Others believe it might have been set up as a prank or even digitally edited, but the movement doesn't really match typical animatronic behavior, and the employee's reaction feels very genuine. On the other hand, if it wasn't staged or mechanical, then this is hands down one of the most unsettling pieces of haunted house footage I've seen in a long time. Either way, I wouldn't blame her if she marched in the next morning and handed over her 2-week notice immediately. TikTok user British Bulldog 74, also known as CD, posted a clip where he explains he just left his wife's grandmother's house after finishing some construction work. According to him, she hadn't lived there for about 3 years. Nobody lived in the house at all. It should have been completely empty, but it wasn't. Who was speaking through the blinds like that? Just the sight of someone or something watching from inside the band home must have given anyone nightmares. And secondly, soon followed, where CD shared an even stranger discovery. He recently bought a simple camera for his daughter, and while flipping through her photos, he found one image he couldn't explain. When he showed it to his mother-in-law, she was horrified because the face in the picture looked exactly like her grandmother, who passed away in the early 1980s. This is the picture.
Wow.
Just compare the photo on the camera to the old picture of the grandmother. They look shockingly similar.
If it also sort of looks like a picture of a picture, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Same expression, same face shape. It's downright chilling. Then CD uploaded a third video to clear out some theories people were throwing around. He said it was his daughter because he'd been working inside the house for 2 months beforehand, and the place was completely empty. He also dismissed the idea of AI trickery. According to him, he actually saw the blinds move from the corner of his eye, which is what made him start taking photos and recording in the first place. He even went out into the attic using a ladder and found nobody up there. In fact, he said he would prefer it to be an intruder because at least he'd have some answers. Right now, he has none. Finally, he posted a 4th update, and this one he walks around the dark empty house to investigate, and then this happens.
Hey, Macy? Come here. Oh, here.
I'm going to I let you enjoy the
That's weird. What the frick is going on here?
A loud thump echoes from the hallway, startling him. Moments later, you can hear the unsettling growling sound coming from somewhere close by. It doesn't sound like house settling, it sounds alive. Now, there are a few ways to look at this. On one hand, it could be a combination of shadows, pareidolia, and perfectly timed noise, maybe an animal hiding somewhere in the walls. Old houses can make strange sounds, especially if there's loose wood or raccoons hogging a crawl space. On the other hand, the figure in the blinds and the photo resembling a deceased family member are hard to dismiss. The way the face matches the old portrait gives the whole situation an unsettling folklore-like vibe, almost like a classic ghost story unfolding through TikTok updates. So what do you think? Is CD dealing with a full-on haunting, or is there a more grounded explanation hiding somewhere in this abandoned home? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Over on YouTube, a channel named Ficklebird12 posted a video on December 7th, 2022. In it, he and a friend are wandering through a cemetery in Oakland, Atlanta. He pans across a Victorian-themed holiday celebration nearby, complete with Christmas carolers in period outfits. Then he quickly swings the camera behind him, and that's where things take a seriously creepy turn.
What is there? Oh, one second. You guys see that?
Did you notice it? In the brilliant moon, if you look behind the building here, you can clearly see what looks like an actual person's face speaking out. It's pale, it's still, and it's pointing directly at the camera. There's nothing abstract or make about it. It looks exactly like a human being watching him. What makes this even stranger is how old the footage looks. Even though it was uploaded only a few years ago, the camera quality feels more like something from the early 2000s. That alone gives the moon an eerie, urban legend vibe that makes the fear feel even more out of place. Sadly, the author never posted any follow-up videos, so we're left with this single unsettling clip and no extra context. Since the figure really does look like a person, we're basically left with 3 possibilities. 1, a real person was standing there. Cemeteries open spaces, and someone could have slipped in behind the building at the exact moment he turned around. It could have been another visitor, a worker, someone watching around during the Victorian event. 2, it was a deliberate host. The video does have the vintage style creepiness people love in online ghost clips. It's possible someone intentionally stood in that spot to create a spooky moment, especially since the face appears for only a split second and never moves. 3, it's something paranormal. The stillness, the pale appearance, and the way the face seems to be staring directly into the lens all give it that classic apparition quality.
I'd go with A or B. I don't think it's a ghost. It's either a person or it's a hoax by him.
Combined with the location and the older looking footage, it wouldn't be a stretch for viewers to interpret this as a genuine ghost sighting. So what do you think? Was someone hiding behind the building? Did the uploader pull off a simple hoax, or are we looking at an actual ghostly figure watching from the shadows? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And that was another scary.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this reaction. Let me know what you think in the comments, hit the like button, hit subscribe button, comments, link down below. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all for the next one.
So today we have a bunch of challenges throughout the video whenever we rank up. I'm going to kick things off. Challenge number 1, shoot into the same game to eliminate opponents first with 10k V-Bucks.
Don't waste any time here. I'm doing my setup.
Clock starts now. Go on. You ready? Let's get this ready. You ready, Q? 3, 2, 1, ready up. Let's go. Oh, wait, I see you. Yo.
Where you see me?
Yo, what's up? What's up, man? Hey, man, why are you trying to cut me off?
Do you, bro? Just want to do you.
Trying to get this 10k V-Bucks, man. Like, all right, I'm going to mute up. I'll see you in the game. Hopefully,
I
figure
saw you
it
jump out of the
out.
bus.
I didn't jump out of the bus, bro. I didn't jump out of the bus.
Are you sure? Because I clearly saw a lot.
Hey, there might be another love scene here. You never know. You never know.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm muting up. Good luck. See you in the game.
Good luck, good luck.
All right. Where does the 10k V-Bucks come from? This is my video. I don't get any V-Bucks if I get him. Maybe I'll just steal some of Cypher's V-Bucks. He's got these lying around everywhere. That's like full brick, by the way. There's like at least 40k V-Bucks in that. All right, here we go. Game number 1. Now, the strategy is I don't have a strategy. We're just kind of dropping and hoping for the best.
Lock into this game, bro. I gotta kill him.
I must take him out. I'm going to try to land over here and hopefully it's chill. I'm actually going to be confident. That's like the number 1 thing with these things. Just always be confident. Oh my god. Oh wow, no, that'll friend. There we go.
Alright, 1 player down.
I want to get all these kills. Every elim is a bunch more. Oh, that's so embarrassing. What am I doing? That's actually embarrassing for me. It's my first game. I need to warm up, alright? Wow, this guy's alright, I actually feel bad. That guy didn't have the mythic, did he? So I actually don't even know. Come here, boy. What? Okay, I'm thinking I'd play it safe, maybe, and go for the raft medallion before Cypher can get to it. That'd be such a huge advantage.
Is that Lachlan? Oh, it's him.
I feel like Cypher's the one with the medallion. I reckon this is Cypher up here. I reckon he's gone for it. He wanted to play it slow, but I reckon eventually he's got. Or he might be the one with the Cypher medallion.
Oh my lordy. Poor lad. Who is this?
The guy was AFK. Give me that. It's not yours. Give me that. This is silver lobbies. We're not AFK.
I was trying to steal my kill. This guy was locked in on my kill, bro. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that Lachlan? No, it's not. Up a B. Hey, bro.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, it's not Cypher, which means it's probably free. Yeah, probably is right. Alright, give me that. Oh no, I had the Deuce that one. Wrong person. Alright, I will take the mythic though. This one over here is the one with the Cypher medallion. Okay, that person's got the Dr. Doom bomb, so maybe Cypher doesn't have 80 medallions. Maybe he's a rope bullet.
How's it looking, Lachlan? You're awfully quiet. Are you sure you didn't die already?
Yo, not gonna lie, I nearly died off spawn. Like, it was actually pretty sad.
You just got elimination right there.
Yeah, like, a little fragging. A little fragging. How many medallions you got?
I have 0 medallions. I have 4 eliminations.
Ooh, 4? I saw you fragging out. I thought you had more than that.
I see a couple of medallions on the map. Is that you? We're gonna find out.
Wait,
bro smells me.
that's definitely him. That's definitely him.
Is that him?
Thing is, he doesn't know that he's in front of me.
Oh, that's him. Oh, that's him.
Wait, what awful aim?
96.
It's actually so bad for me.
I'm letting it away. I'm letting it away.
That's actually so bad. How did I miss all those shots?
I'm in. Oh my god, lock him, pull back.
You got cracked, you got cracked. Too many take advantages. Who would be that guy? I'm sorry, Cyber. I'm coming, Cyber. I'm coming. I'm coming! Wait.
Who just pulled up, bro? Who just pulled up?
Alright, you're welcome, Cypher. You're welcome. I saved you.
Oh, that is Lachlan.
It's down here, though. Oh! I'm gonna try something. That's bad.
This is crazy, bro.
It's my last shockwave.
Listen, man, we can save it for the end game. We can save it for the end game. I appreciate him helping me with that soccer skill, you know?
He's not gonna shoot me? See, Loki not having a medallion is nice, because he can be stealthy. Alright, so we got 1 shockwave. I don't want to waste it. Accuracy's not looking good. It's looking kind of washed.
Hey, this guy is annoying, bro. This guy using Dr. Doom's medallion, bro.
He picked up the medallion. No, he didn't. He didn't pick up the medallion. He doesn't. Well, he wants to try and sneak up on me. But the thing is, he can't sneak up on me. I have the reveal. Like, it's not gonna work out.
I don't want to sneak attack him. I think that's cheesy. He has the scan medallion. He's gonna come right up here, bro. This is gonna be so cheesy. If he scans me, I'll be so annoyed. Oh no.
You're trolling. No! You're trolling! You did not have it in the bush! You did!
I had to!
Oh my god, you silver player!
Sorry, bro. I had to pull out the new tactics, bro.
I actually got out. GG's. I don't know why the shockwave was sooner. Wait, I got ranked up at least, so I get my first challenge. I'm getting straight. Alright, you won 10k V-Bucks though. Congrats.
10k V-Bucks. Let's go.
I think all the challenges are different, so let's see. Alright, mine's something big here.
What's your challenge, bro? You scared me.
There's a pepper in this. There's peppers. Thai peppers.
Wait. You have like actual peppers?
Like actual, real peppers. Thai peppers. Speed challenge. Eat a chili, then complete a WP only game. Oh. Is a green one or a red one more hotter?
Oh, I feel like it depends, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes green is hotter.
Alright, so there's the peppers. Jeez. Do I have to eat the whole thing?
It's your rules.
I'm looking at. Oh, okay. Make sure I wipe my hands so I don't touch my face.
Oh, God, that would be terrible.
I'm eating the one red one. I'm just gonna take a bite.
Oh my god. How is it?
Actually, not bad. I just popped chili. I'm going to eat garlic. Let's go.
Bro, is this a real player? There's no way. Oh, I think it was the toddler fighting. We gotta get a clip on this guy. Goodness gracious, man. Alright, let's see the rank up here. I have an envelope that I gotta open. He's gonna have a challenge for me.
WK only game, WK only. It's just pop pepper. We're doing chess.
It's taking longer than usual. I've never had this message come up.
Someone got me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why is the headshot only 177?
Wings challenge. Take a Red Bull to Lachlan, then complete a Skybase only game. Skybase only? And I gotta go bring a Red Bull to Lachlan? Oh, thankfully I have a mini fridge here.
Like 45 wide. Like what are we doing? What are we doing with 45 wide?
Okay, we're gold 120%. Alright, I'm ready to go. I'll be right back. I'm his own personal assistant now. Bring in a Red Bull.
Oh, we're gonna play WK only. That's for sure.
Lachlan.
We're WK only. You best believe.
Special delivery for Lachlan.
That's actually insane. I can't believe that. All right. Well, now I don't have to WK only.
Alright, brought Lachlan his Red Bull. Now back.
I just need you to know, Cypher, that I actually died.
You actually died?
I actually died. Bro, I had no mats.
It wasn't my intention. I was just delivering Red Bull to give you wings. I gotta use a Skybase the whole game.
The whole game.
The whole game I got a Skybase.
We're dropping castle doing this game. We've got a shotgun over it. We've got somebody contesting us.
Who was Buddy? Who was Buddy?
There we go. Okay, that was a good thing that we hit him early on.
Oh, what the hell? Is he on his jetpack? I almost couldn't shoot him, man.
Wow, 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 I suck. That is such a waste of time.
TikTok.
Few rounds players, that's what we want. This time I will not be distracted. Okay, down.
I don't like this guy's coming here, bro. I had to kill this dude. That's a bot. Alright, Skybase starting a red light rig. Let's get to it.
Wow. Wow. Wow, bro.
The Fortnite Island is in danger, and in 1 week, Springfield will be gone. Our Chapter 6 finale is officially named 0 Hour, and it'll happen on Saturday, November 29th, so today I'll explain... On one hand, we have the tight-knit tape.
sound like it.
So usually whenever we have to use preparation agent or ASL, which burn, so like I'm also just put Vaseline down there. That should help with any something like that. So that should be spiraling today. I was convinced I had some type of anus cancer.
Okay.
You know, health anxiety, you can say like you're hypochondriac, or you?
Hey, but no, I wouldn't describe myself as a hypochondriac, no. I would say I'm probably the actual opposite. I'm probably the last one that will pay attention to fucking what anything is. I'll just power through whatever until someone's like, you know, you really should get that looked at. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. Oh yeah. It was like the one time I was hanging out. I met up with a friend who I hadn't talked to in like 7 years, and the very first thing that he said, because he was like, I'm gonna talk about my birthday, and then he's like, oh, we do, but I was like, I'm just gonna have blueberry pie. And literally almost the very first sentence that comes out of his mouth is, I can't have blueberry pie. It just makes me shit a lot. And he's like, that was way too much information for me to be telling you. And I was like, I agree.